Milton Cline. Milton William Cline, May 16, 1825 in Whitehall, New York, October 7, 1911 in Montrose County, Colorado, was a 19th-century American sailor, soldier, scout, and pioneer. His name appears throughout the history of the United States Civil War and post-bellum period. Cline began his career as a sailor aboard the whaling ship SS South Carolina. Military career. Prior to the U.S. Civil War, Cline moved to Indiana, and during the war he served as a scout with the 3rd Regiment Indiana Cavalry, under the command of Major General Joseph Hooker, and Major General George H. Sharp Cline was assigned to a newly formed corps of scouts, where he rose to chief scout. One especially daring BMI scout, Sergeant Milton W. Cline, managed to attach himself to a Confederate cavalry captain and rode the entire length of Lee's lines a few days before the Battle of Chancellorsville. Sharp requested that federal military authorities send him for tens of thousands of dollars in captured Confederate currency for him to give to his military scouts and civilian spies to use. Cline's success with this group was mixed. He was often called upon for the most daring missions. On the one hand, he accomplished the deepest and longest infiltration of the Confederation Army recorded during the war, and was instrumental in obtaining key intelligence about orders being sent by Jefferson Davis. But on the other hand, he was later blamed for the failure of an infiltration mission, the Kilpatrick-Dahlgren raid, February. Cline, along with the rest of the 3rd Indiana Cavalry, were mustered out of the Union Civil War ranks in August 1864. After the Civil War, Cline moved west. Historical records list Cline as one of the first prospectors and founding settlers of the town of Ouray, Colorado. In addition to being an early prospector of Colorado, Captain Milton W. Cline is listed as Ouray's first postmaster, mayor, and sheriff of Cimmerian. Gunnison Daily Review Press notes that an election that was held to choose Cimmerian's town officers declared Captain Cline chosen marshal and appointed deputy sheriff. 22. After several years of prospecting and owning mines, such as the Mickey Breen and Mother Cline, Cline had a close relationship with Chief Ouray and the Ute people who neighbored his range. He was known to intervene in local disputes between the Utes and the white settlers, specifically during the hostage crisis following the Meeker Massacre, when Cline was among the parties sent by the U.S. government to negotiate the release of hostages taken by the Utes. Cline was again involved in an alarming incident when several Utes tribe members went into a freighter's camp on Blue Mountain Mesa on September 29, 1880, asking for food. They were refused. As the tribe members left, a young freighter named A.D. Jackson shot and killed Johnson Chauveneau, the son of Chief Chauveneau. The freighters quickly moved their camp to the Cline Ranch, where some troops were camping. 60 Utes assembled by Chauveneau intercepted Cline and his military escort while taking A.D. Jackson to Gunnison to stand trial. A.D. Jackson was killed by the vigilantly assembled by Chief Chauveneau. Cline was later himself arrested over the incident and eventually cleared of wrongdoing. Death. Cline died on October 7, 1911, in Montrose County, Colorado. At the time, the Ouray County plain dealer noted his death as a famous old pioneer dead. References ==